Hi, I'm Deric. What I'm going to do today is share with everyone my journey to overcome anxiety and how Stress SG played a critical part. I first had anxiety attacks about 2 years ago. It's without doubt the scariest encounter I've ever came across in my life. I believe what I felt was whatever sufferers of anxiety disorder felt. That is, what the hell is going on with me? Through my own research, I realized what I encountered was an anxiety attack. I had zero idea what I could do. In my desperation, I went to a psychiatrist for treatment. Short of calling it a treatment, it was just a quick diagnosis based on my description of the symptoms I had. The psychiatrist proceeded to issue medication to me that I had to take daily. I was against taking medication actually, but as I had no other options, I persisted with it. Slightly around the 1-year mark, I decided to stop taking the medication purely on my own instincts. I had the confidence that I could survive without the medication, and that I did for 9 months. However, I relapsed, and the first anxiety attack upon my relapse triggered a flurry of subsequent attacks and huge discomfort. I was practically living in turmoil daily, to which I contemplated giving up as I could not see any way out. During one of the more severe attacks upon my relapse, I was feeling especially desperate. I knew I needed help, but did not know where to look. Like it was divine intervention, I came across Stress SG on Facebook. I browsed through the many 5-star reviews and honestly, I was feeling quite skeptical. However, I had nothing else to lose and proceeded to message Chris on WhatsApp. Mind you, that was past midnight. I remember Chris replying me first thing about 7ish in the morning. You know, to a desperate person, any slightest bit of kindness will mean the world. And with that gesture, I already committed myself to work with Chris in an attempt to get better. Prior to my first session, I pretty much gone through every single review, written and video. After all, I had neither been to counseling nor seen a psychologist before. Many of Chris's clients mentioned coming out of sessions lighter, and I wonder what was that really about, and whether that was even possible for me. Honestly, after the first 2 sessions, I did not feel anything like that. In fact, I felt worse than before at times. However, Chris reassured me that what I was going through was normal and was actually doing well. Gratefully, I had a breakthrough after the 3rd session. And that was when I truly felt that sensation of being lighter, as though something was lifted out and off me. The experience gave me a newfound confidence, which to me is tremendously important to break out of the clutches of anxiety. The sessions itself are mostly relaxing, just like how you would feel when chatting with a friend, but it could be also intense depending on the nature of the content brought up. If I could use an analogy, the first 5 sessions would be like cleaning a fish tank. As you are cleaning, you stir up the dirt at the bottom of the tank inevitably. The water gets cloudy, but eventually as the dirt is removed and the water settles, the tank is cleaner and clearer than ever. One of the major components of the sessions was on reconciling issues from my past. Things and experiences that were probably so trivial that I never thought it had an effect on me. The reconciliation process allowed me to acknowledge and put down my fears, guilt, and anger. Having experienced what it was like to see a psychiatrist and take medication, I personally felt that it was only a temporary reprieve. To really deal with anxiety, getting to the root cause, resolving them, and then staying well is my ultimate goal. I mentioned the point on confidence earlier. Going through the sessions with Chris exposed to me a method that works, and that gives me confidence to face other difficulties as something I can learn and apply to my daily life. Now for something on Chris. If you've gone through the reviews as I have, you will hear that he is easy to talk to and it should not take you much to trust him. He is also humorous and has cracked me up on multiple occasions during the treatments. I personally find him and his method easy to relate to. Chris is certainly not like the psychiatrist I went to previously. If I could, I want to share 3 tips on how to get the most out of your sessions. Number 1, go through the Facebook reviews, which is something I'm sure Chris will also suggest you to do so. Going through them gave me much needed comfort and assurance at a time when I was feeling especially vulnerable. Number 2, be open and share everything during the sessions. Nothing is too trivial or taboo. Number 3, don't overthink before the sessions. Leave everything to the good hands of Chris and put everything aside as much as you can. I will close off my sharing with FCT. So what is FCT? F is for faith. Anxiety is scary. It is scarier if you give it the strength it needs to continue to haunt you. So have faith that you have what it takes to beat anxiety, and then proceed to do what it takes to beat it. C is for confidence. In my own journey to beat anxiety, there have been ups and downs. I'm sure it will be the same for you. But remember to celebrate your wins, because that is what will give you the confidence to sustain yourself during the journey. T is for trust. Last but not least, trust Chris and his process. He will do his utmost to help you, but you have to put in the work too. The main reason I'm doing this review is so that I can share my experience with anyone out there in need of help like I was, and find help like I did. If you're looking, look nowhere else. Give Chris and his process a chance. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain.